Hey friends, it's Jenny, and I'm getting ready to work on this week's Cherry on Top Sketch Challenge. Now, Cherry on Top puts on the weekly sketch challenge where they provide a sketch, and this is this week's sketch, and it is a page map sketch, 12 by 12, and really this is a band design. So you've got your 12 by 12 band on the middle. There are some borders on the top and bottom. You've got your photos. There's a strip here down the side, and then falling leaves. This is sketch challenge number 401, and randomly, if you post it to the board, you'll get 100 cherry points on the day that they pick, and then if your sketch is chosen or your layout is chosen, you'll actually receive 1,000 points. Let me show you what I'm going to go ahead and plan to use. Now, I don't have 3 photos, I only have 2. So my plan is to use one large photo here and then cut one down on that side. And these are my 2 photos. We were at a pumpkin patch several years ago, and this is my son. I just think it's a nice picture of him. I just love him so much. He had freckles and, oh, cutie, cutie, cutie. And then just, you know, this will be the one that I cut down smaller, him looking back at me. I am going to use the Bella Blvd One Fall Day collection. My thought is that this piece of paper here, this will be my band. The back of this is a nice diagonal stripe, and I'm actually thinking of using part of this to be that long strip. So I'll have a band cut out, and then I'll cut out another one, and that'll be the long strip. This paper is called Leaf Pile, so that'll be my band, like I said, and then I'll use this for that strip in the middle. My background is going to be this called Mad for Plaid, and this is an orange on orange leaf pattern, and the back is this great plaid, orange plaid. My other thought for that strip down the middle was to actually use this blue paper to go ahead. I'm afraid that the orange and the orange background that I've chosen will blend in too much together. So I thought about, you know, cutting a strip of this and using that as my strip. Just breaks my heart to cut up the butterfly paper. But again, I probably wouldn't use this as a full 12 by 12. So cutting off, you know, a 2-inch strip or something wouldn't be that big of a deal. So that's my thought there. Follows a flutter. I've got this piece in my scraps. I really liked it because of the fact that if you look at this image over here, has this red here. I thought to bring that out in some way, that nice richness, but I don't know if I will or not. You know, this is a thought for that top and bottom strip. My only thing is that when you look at this, and this is from this collection, it's definitely from the One Fall Day collection. Really, in this particular paper, there is none of that red. So I wasn't sure if it was too glaring or what. So still thinking on that. I did pull into my kit just to have available to use the daily details, just cut aparts. I don't, honestly, looking through it, I don't think there's anything that I will use on this one, but I just wanted to have it available to me. And the back is just an orange on orange polka dot. It kind of looks like one of their Bella Besties. Other thought for the top and the bottom of that strip is I do have still some of the border strip papers, right? So I thought about thinking. I thought about using the trucks and something else. Not sure. But, you know, we've got this nice, again, that bold reddish color. We've got this, I liked the fall breeze and autumn leaves border. Of course, I love the leaf border. Honestly, there's not one I don't like, but, you know, I thought about using these since we were going to the patch. Pumpkin Kisses and Harvest Wishes take me to the pumpkin patch. So I'm not quite sure yet what my plan is, but I'm thinking of mixing up 2 of them. The reason for that is that the paper that I'm going to use on the band, let me grab this again. If you put, this is just my thought, if you know, put this on the bottom of it, say, you know, I wanted to use the trucks, I really think there needs to be something a little bit bolder to break that up, which might be the good opportunity to just cut a small piece of that red and then have this. And then at the top, do, you know, maybe give thanks with a grateful heart or something. Not sure yet. We'll get there. We'll get there. I have available to use the One Fall Day doohickey sheet. I've got, you know, some borders here. I wouldn't use the orange. I thought about the stripe, but I don't think I'll be doing that. We've got some tiny word stickers, and we've got photo corners, and just a whole bunch of images that I can use here. Same thing, One Fall Day. More of this has been used than the other, so I usually try to put that back to try to get one of them used. So we've got One Fall Day doohickey sheet to use. We've got Hello Autumn. These were called Treasures in Text at that time. So we've got more border strips here, more tiny words here. Just the same type of thing, your photo corners and items to use. I also have the One Fall Day chipboard. I thought about using the fall title. Could also use a nice autumn title. We could use fun as a title. We can use all of those leaves that are falling down and the acorns, and so there's things that I'll definitely be picking from here. Let me go back to my little tray that I had out previously. So got my photos here. Other items that I have that I can use are the Falling For You. These are just little epoxies of leaves and sunflowers and just nice little thingamabobs. I've got the Happy Fall. These are the puffy stickers. So again, we've got leaves, we've got little icons, we've got Happy Fall, we've got the trees, lots of things to use here. This particular puffy sticker, this was in my swag bag for She Loves Color. There's some pumpkins in here. There's a sunshine, acorn, so images that can be used from here as well. I took this Making Memories and this fun banner from another sticker sheet that I thought maybe we can use it. I've got my Bella Pop, these stacked pumpkins. From my Buttons Galore and More, I've got those golden sequins, and there's little leaves in there, so I thought I might dot these around a little bit. Some of the ephemera I selected, of course, way too much. I won't be using all of this, but just some ideas. So I've got leaves and acorns. I've got this nice stalk with the pumpkin. I've got this truck. There's another truck, I believe, yep, and a red one. So maybe one of the trucks will get used. Lots and lots of pumpkins. So all the pumpkins that were in there, I did kind of go ahead. I would not be using that pie. Here's one of the little icon images. I picked the little fox. We've got trees, and then the sign, corn, maize, pumpkins, hot cider. More pumpkins, more trees. That looks like a big leaf, really. Another tree, another tree, another tree, and pumpkins, and this little wagon I thought was cute, so if I didn't use a truck, maybe a wagon. So the little icons that we have here were the fox and the squirrel, and acorns, and more leaves. So just the leaves that are left, pumpkin, pumpkin, acorn, acorn, leaf. So these will be those little bits that were sprinkled down the side there. And just, you know, figure out what we want to do as far as if we want to use trees or not, or trucks or pumpkins, or so a nice little assortment there. The nice little sparkliness, a doodle pop, not doodle pop, a Bella pop, Bella pop. We've got puffies, we've got epoxy, we've got our stickers, we, you know, chipboard, paper, and all that kind of stuff. So I've got quite a few things to pick from. I've got my photos ready. And let me go ahead and get started. And I will try to come back and we can put finishing touches on together. I'll be back. Okay, friends, I'm back. Let's go ahead and put the finishing touches on this layout. So I have definitely picked what I'm going to be using as far as embellishments and things go. My paper has all been put down. You'll see here, I'm going to have to put some glue under some of these things. Okay, so none of the embellishments are down yet, and I still have a couple that I want to pick. This strip here with the leaves on it, I cut at 5 inches. I used this green border on the top that said Pumpkin Kisses and Harvest Wishes. Welcome to the patch. Under here, I used the Give Thanks with the Grateful Heart. And then I used the little trucks with all the pumpkins in there. I did end up using that blue piece of paper. I cut a little notch in the top, just like that was represented in the sketch. And then there was also a circle. I believe it was probably stitching, but I couldn't really tell. And I just wanted to get this done today, so no stitching. This fall, I have already glued down, was from the chipboard in the collection. So I used that, I did get that red piece in, and then used fall here. Now, for right here, I had thought about using the Bella Pop, but I really think it's just too big, which is kind of a bummer. I would have liked to use the Bella Pop, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and use, and I'm going to tuck this under the little A there just a little bit, this Corn Maze Pumpkins Hot Cider Apple Bobbing, because we were at the pumpkin patch. And actually, I believe in one of these, he was actually in that big corn pile. So what I've done already is I use these thin strips of foam. I just buy these on Amazon. I just searched for foam strips, and these are the ones that I'm using today. So I want to pop this up. So I'm going to go ahead and peel these things here that I'm peeling off. You will at times find all over my house because they get stuck to my clothes, or you know, maybe they fall in my lap, and when I get up and start walking, they're everywhere. But it's just kind of funny to I take my hobby with me as I go. Yeah, sometimes they fall in the clothes. I don't know how that happens, but it does. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and put here. If I have any journaling, and that's where this was supposed to be here, with some journaling, I'll just put it down here. Now, representative on the sketch was falling leaves down to the side here. So what I've done so far is I've taken the leaves that I plan to use, and I just kind of gave them a little crease so that they have some dimension here. And I also did use foam tape on the back of these. So I'm going to place these in a manner where they're just, you know, falling down the page. And I try to separate them by color so that there's a good representation of the different colors and types of leaves. So again, just folded it, put foam on the two sides of this, and we're going to go ahead, and this will be the next one, and I'm going to have it just go over the picture just a little bit. The next one I'm going to use is this blue one. Again, just folded it, got my adhesive here, peel that off. I was going to tuck this just a tiny bit so that it was coming out of the photo. And then the next one I have is another orange one. And we're going to just go ahead and put this here. Yeah, maybe I'll join the two of those like this. So next, I've got the tree. Well, there's one more leaf. We're not going to put that down yet because we're going to talk about the tree. So the tree I thought about putting up on foam, but I'm not going to. And the reason is that in the puffies there is a squirrel I'm going to use, and maybe a couple leaves and acorns. So the squirrel, I'm going to have him like jumping into the tree. So we'll go ahead and we'll get this down. I am the type who does probably use too much adhesive, but that's okay. so we've got our tree down, and let me go ahead and get our last leaf then. So this is the last leaf that I had here, and this one just has the one piece of foam, and I was just going to I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so now as I mentioned in these puppies, there's this little squirrel here, so I wanted to use him and have him like hopping up to the tree. And then the acorns that are in the ephemera, if I use those, they are, you know, it's gonna look like this squirrel, this poor thing, is never gonna be able to lift those. So I was looking through on this particular puffies, there are no acorns. But let's see if there's something else we can use. Let's see. We're not going to use the fox. Should I? Let me go ahead and find all my little pieces of foam here. Not foam, but the backing. Trying to think if I should add a pumpkin somewhere. I could maybe add a little pumpkin here, right? Maybe a little skinny one. Yeah, I like that. So we'll put that pumpkin there. I don't think I'm going to use any of the leaves because these are so big. Could maybe, no. So that's all I'm going to use from this puffy. On the epoxy stickers, let's see if there's anything here. Just more leaves, really, and I don't think I want to use any of the small ones. I'm probably going to let me glue him down. Doesn't look like he's going to stick, so. This is just Nuvo adhesive, and I do have it in my little, it's what my sweet petunia little gun, glue gun. So let's go ahead and put that there. I'll hold it down for a second. So no acorns on there, none there. I could use this little acorn epoxy. I think I might. I think I might. As the glue squishes out. It's Nuvo, so it does dry clear. So let's go ahead and use this one little acorn on this. Not quite sure how I like that or not yet, but let's see. Not going to use anything else here. I'll just save it for another time. This puppies, they did have acorns, but these are kind of big too, but it might be kind of nice to just, I like this one and maybe that one, so then there'd be 3. Maybe create a little acorn pile for our little guy. I just didn't like the brown on the brown trunk. So let's see. There's the other small one. Not sure I like that. You don't want to put him here because you know then it's gonna look like he's pooping. We don't want that. To think, let me see here. If we just do kind of like this. No, I'm not liking that. Let me think about this for a minute. Should I ditch the acorn thought and just put another little pumpkin under there? Let's see. Let's see. Good thing these things aren't very sticky, right? I like this one because he's short and squat. And I like the dark orange there because against this paper here it would be, so I could always put that there. And do we want to include an acorn next to it? And then that epoxy one there. I kind of like that better than I liked the 3 acorns, and I don't know if it's just because it's introducing a color. But let me go ahead and put this one back where it belongs. Where's that puffy sheet? Oh, here. So let's think about this. Is there anything else on here? So we've got this one down, and I gotta hold it down. It seems like he's popping up a little bit. I had actually held down the title when I glued it down with just my close to my heart ink block. Nope, gonna put this away. This one was Splendor, right? Yeah. You guys, I'm thinking this might be done. I will go back and put glue under these guys. Yep, nothing here. And last, epoxies. No, I think I'm done. So there you go. I did glue down the paper before I came back and got my title on there and had an idea where I was going to put everything. But then I did want to show you that, you know, how I create that dimension with my leaves. I bend them and I put dimensional adhesive under there. I use dimensional adhesive a lot, so that's not I'm going to go back and put some glue under these things. I'm going to find out what year this was, and I'm just going to go ahead and just put, you know, Georgie at the pumpkin patch. But this is my this week's A Cherry on Top sketch challenge. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And I've got friends are starting to share with me what they've made for the challenge for the week over on Facebook, and I love it because then I get to say, you know, I love how you take a sketch and everybody uses some other product and they take that same sketch and everything looks so different. I love it. It is really very inspiring. So thank you so much for spending your time with me. I do appreciate it. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.